My name's Jeff Wilmore. I'm the Head of Communications here at Wycombe District Council, and I was charged earlier this year with doing a budget simulator exercise and was responsible for taking the process right the way through until the final results were produced.
Like all local authorities at the moment, the budget forecast isn't good. We're having to look at areas where we can reduce costs and ideally reduce costs without impacting services.
There are two aspects that we need really to look at. Budget setting does have an impact on services, and we all therefore need to be aware of what public opinion is and perceptions are about our services and to engage with local residents. The second thing is the fact that all local authorities, of course, are facing a very difficult time financially with pretty tough budgets. Now, typically, when we've been doing budget activities, and we hadn't done any for about 3 or 4 years on our budget, we were getting response rates of about 300 or 400 from the typical postal survey. What we wanted to do was, I think, really two things with this particular survey. One was to increase the participation rate, but secondly, to ensure that people made more informed decisions. So what essentially they were able to do with this particular activity was to actually see the consequences of their actions immediately. So if they decided to cut service X, then they could see what the likely impact of a particular change in spending would be on that particular service. And that's why we went for that particular model. We got nearly 3 times the normal participation rate. There were about 1,000 people responded in total. I mean, we were concerned that we were going to end up with a lot of duplicates or that it was going to get hijacked by particular interest groups. I have to say that wasn't the case, and it's not that difficult, in fact, to remove those where people have gone in and done 2 or 3 questionnaires, because the system allows you to investigate that. So we've actually, we ended up with about 840 usable responses which had complete details. Promotion is absolutely critical to the success. You can't just do the simulator and then hope that people are going to participate. You need to publicise it. So we had a very good relationship with the local press, who actually took it on board, and we took it down there and we showed them what we were going to do. The local press gave it good coverage. We did do some advertising. We had some banners out across the front of the council offices. We leafleted people. We took it pretty seriously, ensuring that we got as much participation as possible.
I was personally very surprised both by the quality and the quantity of responses we got. We got more than I thought would take part. And those who did it in a very responsible way. We didn't get the extremes that I was anticipating. And most people appeared to have spent time thinking about their responses and putting in something that ended up as very valuable input into the budget process. So overall, it was a very worthwhile tool, and one that enabled us to make, hopefully, decisions reflecting the views of our residents.
It was a lot easier because of the very nature of the consultation and the promotion that we did associated with it to actually get more people involved. What it did was attract a wider audience. We all know that self-completion questionnaires tend to attract only particular types of people. What this did was enable us to engage with other groups, with young people, for example. So we were able, with this particular tool, to engage groups of people that previously we wouldn't have been involved with. Because it had this additional feature of participation as opposed to just passive information giving, I think that it enhanced the entire process. Feedback that we got, interestingly enough, a lot of people took the opportunity to say how they liked the simulator when they completed when they completed it, and they've fed that back into their comments. The budget simulator surpassed our expectations, there's no doubt about that. It was a really useful exercise, and I think everybody here at the council were very, very pleased with the quality of the results that we got out from it.